Today, we're finally putting the debate to the test. I went through real-world experiments, oil analysis reports, fleet failures, and MPG tests. I looked at comparisons from owners running everything from Priuses to turbo WRXs and GM trucks. Honestly, some results were not what I expected. If you care about protecting your vehicle with real facts instead of marketing hype, hit that subscribe button right now. We start with a Toyota owner from Canada who uses his Camry for Uber. At 70,000 miles, he switched from 0W-20 to 5W-30. His reasoning matches a common online debate. Toyota recommends thin 0W-20 in North America for fuel economy, but thicker oils elsewhere. He noticed minor valve train noise during cold starts and a burning oil smell after climbing hills with passengers. Valve train noise is influenced by oil film thickness. Thicker oil can cushion metal-to-metal contact, especially in higher mileage engines. After the switch, he drove uphill under load. The burning oil smell was gone, and the engine felt quieter overall. This suggests the engine was operating near the edge of its thermal comfort zone with 0W-20 during heavy use. A thicker oil can reduce volatility and resist thinning better during sustained heat, influencing noise and oil consumption behavior. Next, we look at a Toyota 5.7-liter V8. The owner has a 2013 Sequoia with 157,000 miles and a 2021 Tundra. He believes thin viscosities prioritize EPA and MPG ratings over engine longevity, noting that other countries recommend 5W-30. In his sound comparison, the 5W-30 gave the engine a deeper, quieter tone. He wishes he had switched sooner. This wasn't just a one-day placebo. After 3 months in his Tundra, he remains convinced the thicker oil is better. Now, let's look at Bearded Ford Tech, a professional managing over 200 commercial vehicles. Fleet operators care about downtime and repair costs. In his fleet, GM trucks using 0W-20 were developing lifter failures. Since switching to 5W-30, he hasn't had a problem. GM lifter failures are a serious issue. Systems like AFM rely on stable oil pressure and lubrication. If it were his personal truck, he would run 5W-30 instead of the factory 0W-20 to ensure long-term health. This creator takes a different approach by tracking wear metals through oil analysis reports over time, moving from feelings to measurable data. He owns a GM 3.0-liter Duramax diesel and has been experimenting with different oils, including 0W-20 and Pennzoil 5W-30. His motivation started when he noticed higher iron wear numbers while running the manufacturer-recommended 0W-20 oils. He compares trends over multiple intervals and normalizes the data per 1,000 miles, which is a much more responsible way to analyze reports. This truck regularly sees oil temperatures between 240 and 260 degrees Fahrenheit during towing, where viscosity behavior changes dramatically. After normalizing the wear rates, the 5W-30 produced noticeably lower iron wear numbers compared to various 0W-20 formulations. Pennzoil 5W-30 showed 7.43 iron per 1,000 miles. This is strong data because we are no longer relying on sound or feel. Interestingly, his V8 running 0W-20 produces extremely low wear numbers. This challenges the idea that every engine needs higher viscosity. Now consider a 2016 Toyota Avalon owner who has accumulated 35,000 miles running 5W-30 across multiple intervals. He points out that internal dimensions like connecting rod clearances are essentially unchanged between the 5W-30 and 0W-20 engine versions. His argument is that the engine did not fundamentally change mechanically when the oil recommendation changed for North American models. After running 5W-30 through winter driving and traffic, his results were surprisingly strong, with wear trends nearly identical to 0W-20. He reports no fuel economy penalty with the thicker oil, giving him more confidence for long-term high-temperature operation. In another test, a 3.5-liter V6 moving from 0W-20 to 5W-30 showed noticeably lower iron and aluminum wear trends. The pattern is clear. Actual lab reports, consistent driving styles, and long-term tracking provide the most convincing comparisons for engine protection. Choosing the right engine oil isn't just about following the manual, it's a calculated trade-off between maximum protection and peak fuel efficiency. Laboratory analysis often shows that high-quality 0W-20 oils provide surprisingly low iron wear figures, even in high-stress V8 engines. However, Thicker oils create a more robust hydrodynamic film, which many enthusiasts prefer for long-term durability during extended drain intervals. But that protection comes with a fuel economy penalty. Moving to a heavier weight can drop your efficiency noticeably. For a full-size V8 truck on the open highway, these small changes in viscosity accumulate into higher annual fuel costs. Short-trip driving and cold starts also introduce fuel dilution, which can thin out a light oil even further, compromising its strength. Take the 2022 Subaru WRX with its FA24 turbo engine. While the factory recommends 0W-20, many owners switch to 5W-40 in hot climates or under high boost. Thicker oil helps maintain oil pressure and prevents thinning when temperatures soar. Interestingly, Subaru manuals from the early 2000s recommended much thicker oils for the same types of performance driving. For high-mileage vehicles like the Jeep Pentastar 3.6L, keeping oil pressure stable is vital for engine longevity beyond 300,000 miles. A thicker oil can raise operating pressure from 30 to over 60 psi, providing a safety margin during demanding summer hauls. In conclusion, use thicker oils for severe conditions like towing, turbocharging, or extreme heat to ensure maximum mechanical protection. For a standard daily commute, stick with the manufacturer's lightweight oil to maintain the best possible fuel economy. Evaluate your own driving conditions before making the switch. Your engine's life depends on it. Thanks for watching.